Hey guys, it's Zero, bringing another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. This time we're playing a game of arms race on the map Standoff, and I'd spoken in previous videos about adapting your playstyle to what your opponents are doing, and I figured that this would be a good example of that. In the pregame lobby, I really wish I'd have captured this, but unfortunately I clicked record at the wrong time. But these guys were talking quite a bit, talking about how they'd, gotten dogs and VSATs and swarms, and how their last game was over in under 3 minutes. And one of them made the comment, something like, "I told you, dude, that just can't handle our rushing." I thought, oh, okay, well, these guys are really rush heavy. They're not going to be camping too much, so let's go ahead and play an anti-rush style. Now, some people will say that what I'm doing is camping, and, you could say that. You could very well say that, but camping is a valid counter tactic to people who are rushing non-stop. Since that's what they said they were going to do, I tried to pick a long-range weapon so that I could try to keep them away from me and get my kills and score streaks that way. Now, since they are rushing, and I'm not going to be able to prevent them from getting to me at all times, I decided to use the AM-94 there, because it's a lot stronger close range than the SWAT is, even though the SWAT is really good. If you put a laser sight on that thing, then it's almost like a shotgun up close. But I thought that, this would probably be a little bit better, and we started out in this game taking a bad one. I mean, these guys were right in the beginning. We couldn't handle their rush. So you're going to see, we end up turning it around. I'm not going to make you wait until the end to see it. It's not one of those gameplays where it was so close that, that I'm spoiling anything right now by saying that we won. But I'm just trying to find engagements on the map that will prevent them from rushing me and give my assault rifles, an advantage over their SMGs if that's what they are going to rush with. Now, in Standoff, this right here is a great spot for that. If you have teammates over on your left, you don't really have to worry about them coming from there, and you've got that long sight line right there to prevent them from getting to you. Now, they just called in a VSAT, and they're currently up 15 points on us. So it started looking like we were just, going to be just like the last team they faced. We were just going to take a really bad one. But we do end up turning it around, and I don't want to say that I'm the reason we turned it around, but, I definitely know that I helped turn it around. So again, I saw a red dot there, so I figured, well, he's probably going to rush around that corner there, so I'm going to throw that C4 and try to catch him, and he just came around at the wrong time and I caught him. So now we've got a VSAT in the air, and I just got my Warthog. So we're still down 14 points, but this should really help us start catching up. Now, I know that they're over there with the VSAT, so this right here is a really good place. You have good cover here. It's hard to see you coming through the doors. You'll see right here, that guy had no clue where I was, didn't even know that I was there. And what I was planning on doing here is I saw my teammate rushing up there to take him out of that window. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and try to pop in and out of cover here to keep him occupied so my teammate can get him. But my teammate just rushed over there and destroyed him anyway. And then I pick up an M8A1 here, which is another really good long-range weapon. It actually has fairly good close-range capabilities as long as you're pretty accurate with it. And I thought, well, this is, the absolute perfect weapon to be here with. So I picked it up, and I only had 12 rounds of my AM-94 anyway, so I was due for a new gun. And now we're ahead. We went from being 15 down to now we're 5 up. And see, that right there is the power of the M8 up close. I mean, granted, he kind of fail-aimed a little bit on me, but if your shots are accurate, then you can beat SMGs up close with the M8A1. You just have to be accurate with it. The M8A1 is probably my absolutely favorite gun in the game. I mean, I love that gun. I don't think there's anything that it can't do. And then my teammate, taking my VSAT, gets a VSAT himself, or from my VSAT, he gets a VSAT. So we're in really good shape now. We've got a 7-point lead. We've got another VSAT up in the air. Come up here, kill this guy. And I see this guy getting ready to come through the door, so what I was planning on doing was jumping down there and shooting him as he came through the door. But I derped a little bit and got caught up there. My head got caught on the stairwell, ceiling, I guess you call it there. And here we go, trying to shoot this guy. Now see, this is what I'm talking about resetting your engagements if you're in a bad engagement. Figure there's 2 people that know where I am now, and they both seem to have ranged weapons, so I wanted to back off and reset that. And doing so allowed me to pick up that guy, pick up a second pick up a second Warthog, and then come around for the final kill cam on that last guy there. So try to make your opponents adapt to what you're doing, but if you know for a fact what they're going to do, then adapt to what they're going to do. You know, this game probably would have went a lot different if I had have ran a submachine gun and just tried to run around rushing like I normally do. Well, until next time, guys, Zero out.